Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the opportunity. Well, here I and my group will present engaging consumer and communication customer value. Next. Okay, and group 2 with member me, Hilda Marhuspita, study number 281, and Fadila Alhanan, student number 288, Fania Monica, study number 3242, Davala Ilhan, student number 362, Aditya, student number 365, Tarisa Dwike, study number 367, and last, Adinda Cahya Kamila, study number 368. Okay, I will explain about the promotion mix, namely 3R. Next. Okay. The promotion mix, namely there are advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, public relation, direct and digital marketing. And first, advertising is a means of communication with the use of a product or service. Advertisement as are message paid for by those who send them and are intended to inform or influence people who receive them. As then, advertising industry it made of company that advertise uh, because media career that us and host of people like copy editor, visual brand manager, research and creative. Okay, and self-promotion is a marketing strategy where a business will use short-term campaign to spark interest and create demand for a product, service, or other offer. Sales promotion can have many objective and ideal custom, which we will explore in detail through talk this RT primarily. Self-promotion are used to motivate being behavior or trigger an uptick in purchase in the short term. And next is personal selling. Personal selling is also known as face-to-face selling is with one person who is the salesman tries to convince the customer in buying a product. It is a promotion method by which the salesman use his or her skill and abilities in an attempt to make a sale. The company to spread awareness about the product for which adopt a person-to-person approach. Next is public relation. Public relation is the process of maintaining of favorable image and building beneficial relationship between organization and the public communication group and people in service. Like advertising, public relation seek to promote organization, product, service, and brands. But public relation activities also play an important role in innovating and building relationship with influential individual. And last, direct and digital marketing. Direct in digital marketing is a marketing method that use such things as a consumer email to send advertisement and other form of communication to a target audience. Direct marketing campaign feature call to action that allow marketers to track and measure response consumer have to marketing campaign. The personalized and targeted capabilities of direct digital marketing have proven effective. The direct digital marketing has been done directly with the help of other digital medium options such as email, web, surveys, and social media platform. It is easier to achieve goal in direct digital marketing as compared to traditional marketing. Then the continue is my friend. Thank you.
Okay, I am Muhammad Fadila Alhana, number 288, will continue my friend presentation. Integrate marketing communication. Marketers perfect the art of mass marketing, selling highly standard product to masses of customers. In the process, they develop effective mass media communication technique to support these strategies. Let's company now routinely invest millions or even billions of dollars in television, magazine, or other mass media advertising, reaching tens of millions of customers with a single ad. Today, however, marketing manager face some new marketing communication relates. Perhaps no other area of marketing is changed so profoundly as marketing communication, treating both exciting and challenge times for marketing communicator. Okay, first the new marketing communication model. Several major factors are changed in phase of today marketing communication. First, consumer are changed in this digital wireless ex-consumer are better informed and more communication empowered. Rather than relying on marketer supplier information, they can ask the internet, social media, and other technologies to find information on their own. They can connect easily with other consumers to exchange brand-related information or even create their own brand message and experience. Second, marketing strategies are changed as mass markets have fragmented marketers are shifting away from mass marketing more and more. They are developing focused marketing programs designed to enhance consumer and build customer relationship in more narrowly defined micro markets. Third, shipping advance in digital technology are causing remarkable changes in the way companies and customers communicate with each other. The digital age has spawned a host of new information and communication tools from satellite and cable television system to smartphone and tablets to the manifest of the internet or brand website, email, blogs, social media, and online communication, the mobile web, and so much more. Just as mass marketing gave rise to a new generation of mass media communication, the new digital and social media have given birth to a more target social and enabling marketing communication model. Although network television, magazines, newspaper, and other traditional mass media remain very important. Their dominance is declining. In their place, advertisers are now adding a broad selection of more specialist and highly target media to engage smaller customer communication with more personalized interactive content. The new media ranges from specialty cable television channels and made for the web video to online ads, email and texting, blogs, mobile catalogs, and caption. and bargaining list of social media. Such new media have taken marketing by storm. Some advertising industry expert even predict the old mass media communication model will eventually become obsolete. Mass media costs are rising, audience are shrinking. Ad clutter is increasing and viewers and gaining control of message exposure through technologies such as video streaming or DVR. That let them skip disruptive television commercials. As a result, the skeptics suggest marketers and shifting effort large portions of the marketing budget away from old media mainstay and moving them to online, social, mobile, and other new media. Next. Content marketing. Content marketing is creating, inspiring, and sharing brand messages and conversation with and among consumers across a fluid mix of paid, on, and share channels. As the marketing communication environment shifts, so will the role of marketing communicator rather than just creating and placing TV ads or print ads or Snapchat brand story ads. Many marketers now view themselves more broadly as content marketing manager. As such, they create, inspire, and share brands, messages, and conversation with and among customers across a full mix of paid, owned, earned, and shared communication channels. These channels include media that are both traditional and new, as well as control and not control. It is not just advertising anymore, not one ads agency exhaustive. It is about communication connects and channels now rather than just the message itself. It's about mapping the customer journey to start a conversation with consumers, one that leads to enhancement, purchase loyalty, and advice at different starts against this integrated journey. The next presentation will be continued by my friend. Thank you.
Thanks for the time. I will continue the presentation of my friend. Here I will talk about the need for integrated marketing communication. One problem is that marketing content often comes from different parts of the company. Advertising messages are prepared by the advertising department or an agency. Other company department or agency prepare public relation message, sell promotion event, and online or social media content. However, consumers don't. This changes between content sources the way market do. In the consumer mean, brand-related content from different sources, whether it's a Super Bowl, in-store display, mobile apps, or friend social media, was all merged into a single message about the brand or company. Thus, the explosion of online, mobile, and social media marketing present tremendous opportunities, but also big challenge. It gives market rise new tool for understanding and engaging customer. At the same time, it complicates and fragment overall marketing communication. The challenge is to bring it all together in an organized way. To that end, most campaigns practice the concept of integrated marketing communication. The company carefully integrates its many communication channels to deliver a clear, consistent, and compelling message about the organized and its brand. Next slide. Next slide. Integrate marketing communication. Basically, it is a planning process to form communication that introduces the extent of a product or brand using various market channels. One good example of a well-integrated marketing communication effort is home improvement, retail, law, never stop improving campaign with integrate tell of big budget traditional media with the power of social media to create personalized, real-time consumer engagement called of big budget traditional media. With the power of social media to create personalized real-time consumer engagement. To be sure, Law runs full style of big budget television spot and other traditional media that drive home is never stop improving positioning, but in recent years, the company has its raised flow of engaging carefully in create social media content that personalize and enrich the low customer experience in a way that traditional media can. Just one example is the low fixed instinct fan video campaign. Fixed instinct feature dozens of clear 6-second looping videos showing quick fix solution to home improvement problem. Everything from removing striped screw to keeping squirrel have grown plants. The award-winning series was a success from the start, generating 28,000 social media plans. The award-winning series was a hug success from the start, generation mentioned just the first weekend and learning millions of total campaign impressions to date. Thank you.
Okay, next slide. Okay, I continue presentation. Developing effective marketing communication. Developing effective marketing communication is very necessary in marketing management because with communication, everything will be easy to achieve its goal. View of the communication process. Integrate marketing communication involves identifying the target audience and shaping a well-coordinated promotional program and the desired audience response. Often, marketing communication focus on immediate awareness, image, or preference goal in the target market, but this approach to communication is too short-sighted. Today, marketers are moving toward viewing communication as managing ongoing customer engagement and relationship with the company and its brand because customer-driven communication program need to be developed for specific segment. Communication effectively, market need to understand how communication works. Communication involves the 9 elements shown in. First is sender, the party sending the message to another party, and encoding. Encoding is the process of putting talk into symbolic form. Message is set of symbols that the sender transmits. Media is communication channel through which the message move from to sender and receive. Decoding is process by which the receive assign meaning symbol encoding by the sender. Receive is the party receiving the message sent by another party. Response is the reaction of the receive after being exposed to message. Feedback is part of the receive's response communication back to the sender. And the noise. Noise is unplanned static or distortion during the communication process. Next slide. Next is step in developing effective marketing communication. We now examine the step in developing an effective integrated communication and promotion. Marketing must to be following identifying the target audience, determine the communication object, identify the audience target audience. Market communication start with a clear target audience in mind. The audience may be current use or potential buyer, those who make the buying decision or those who influence it. The audience may be individual, group, special public, or general public. Next is determining the communication objective. Once the target audience has been defined, marketers must determine the desired response. In many cases, they will seek a purchase response, but purchase may result only after a late customer decision-making process. The marketing communication need to know where our target audience now stand and to what stage it need to be moved. The target audience may be in any of six buyer readiness stage. The stage customer normally pass through on their way to making a purchase. Their stakes are aware, knowledge, liking, preference, conviction, and purchase. Okay, next will be continue, my friend.
Okay, thanks for the time. I will continue presentation with my friend. Step in developing effective marketing communication. The third, designing a message. If we define the desired audience response, the communicator then turns to developing an effective message. Ideally, the message should get attention, hope, interest, arouse, desire, and action. When putting a message together, the marketing communicator must decide the first message content. The marketer has to figure out an appeal algorithm that will produce their desired response. There are three types of appeals. The first, rational appeals. The second, emotional appeals. And the third, moral appeals. Market structure. Marketer must also decide how to handle three message structure issue. The first is with her to draw a conclusion or leave it to the audience. The second message structure issue is with her to present the strongest argument first or last. The third message structure issue is with her to present a one-sided argument or a two-sided argument. The third, message format. The marketing communicator also needs a strong format for the message. In a print ad, the communicator has to decide on the headline, copy, illustration, and colors. For example, colors alone can significantly exchange message recognition for a brand. Think about Target, red, McD, yellow and red, John Deere, green and yellow, and etc. The fourth, choosing communication. Personal communication channels are effective because they allow for personal addressing and feedback. Some personal communication channels are controlled directly by the company. Non-personal communication channels are media that carry message without personal contact or feedback. They include major media, atmosphere, and events. Major media include print media, broadcast media, display media, and online media. Next slide. Next. The five, selecting the message source. In either personal or non-personal communication, the message impact also depends on how the target audience view the communicator. Message delivered by highly credible or popular sources are more persuasive, but companies must be careful when selecting celebrities to represent their brands. Picking the wrong spokesperson can result in embarrassment and a tarnished image. The sixth, collecting feedback. After sending the message or other brand contents, the communicator must research its effect on the target audience. Feedback on marketing communication may suggest change in the promotion program or in the product offer itself. Okay, thank you. Next slide will be continued by my friend.
Okay, thanks for the time. My name is Tarisa Yolanda, with student number 367. Here I will explain the material about the subchapter which is related to setting the total promotion budget and mix. Setting the total promotion budget and mix is divided into two, namely setting and shaping. At the first, setting the total promotion budget. Here we will learn how does a company determine its promotion budget. In engaging consumers and communicating customer value needs to be setting the total promotion budget. Meanwhile, the second is shaping the overall promotion mix. The concept tool has unique characteristic and post marketers must understand this characteristic in shaping the promotion mix. Next. Here I will explain the first point, which is related to how to set a total promotion budget. There are four ways to determine it. First, the first is affordable method. In this method, some companies use affordable method. They set their promotion budget at a level they think the company can afford. In this method, also the company sets a budget based on what company management thinks the company can bear without serious losses. The second is percentage of the sales method. Other companies use the percentage of the sales method, setting their promotion budget at a certain percentage of current or forecast sales, or they budget a percentage of the unit sales price. The percentage of the sales method is simple to use and help management think about the relationship between promotion, simple to use and help management and spending, selling price and profit per unit. And third, competitive parity method. Competitive parity method is a common strategy used by companies that want not to lose out on the competition. The strategy involves using competitors' advertising spending as a benchmark for the company's own spending. The principle of this competitive parity approach is to base advertising funds in some systematic way on what competitors are doing. This approach may be more tenable for companies with stabilized brand that rank second or third in oligopolistic industry. Advertising spending from competitors will of course affect to the amount of expenditure needed to achieve the desired increase in market share. However, market responsiveness to the company brand is also influenced by other factors such as advertising opportunities and the effectiveness of the marketing mix. And the last, objective and task method. Objective and task method require marketers to develop a promotional budget by identifying specific goals, determining the tasks that must be performed to achieve this goal, and being able to estimate the cost of performing the task. So the amount of this cost can be used as a budget that can be planned. The objective and task method has the advantage of requiring management to make assumption about the relationship between money spent, exposure level, trial rate, and regular use rate. Next. The second point of engaging consumer and communicating customer value is shaping the overall promotion mix. Okay, then how to shaping the overall promotion mix? First, advertising. Advertising is a form of non-individual communication with a number of goals using certain media carried out by companies, non-profit organizations, or individuals. The main purpose of advertising is to increase the demand for the product offered. While the benefit of advertising are allow the seller to communicate with many people at once, allow seller to disseminate information about product and companies, and make potential customers know and remember our product. allow the seller to dramatize an company and the product through brochure or electronic media that can attract attention, and then increase product sales and can expand alternative for consumers. And two, personal selling. Personal selling is an attempt to introduce a product through direct communication, face-to-face, so that consumers are interested in buying the product offered. As one of the variable of personal selling promotion allow the seller to establish direct relationship with potential buyers so that seller can better observe the characteristic and needs of buyers and get feedback from potential buyers. So in personal selling, there is a direct interaction face-to-face between buyer and seller so that it can be known directly the desired behavior and purchase motive of consumers as well as how consumer reaction. For example, you have been visited by a salesman directly to your house. Exclusively, they explain detailed product, inviting you to engage in two-way communication. This is called personal selling. And three, sales promotion. These activities encourage the effectiveness of consumer purchase by using tools such as exhibition, demonstration, and so on, or they sometimes give discount. Some example of sales promotion method are they provide price coupon, immediate rebates, showing exhibition. All sales promotion are psychologically influencing buying. Most companies will increase the price, then lower it so that it is as if the product they are selling is on a discount. In addition, setting prices that are not anonymous can also encourage increased sales. For example, 999,000 rupiah for a product price of 1 million rupiah, like that for example. And for PR or public relation. PR is an activity related to establishing good relation with the target public. Public relation, fostering good relation with the public is a very effective branding effort. Participate in social activities by using the company attribute as well as products that have a positive value in the eyes of the community. This activity is known as a campaign. The public can give a positive assessment of our company, and the most important of all is the brand image. And five, and the last, direct and digital marketing. Direct marketing is marketing that use various media to interact directly with consumers. Usually they call consumers to get an immediate response. Some examples are through catalogs or communicating directly with potential consumers. While digital marketing is a marketing strategy using digital media and the internet. Some examples of marketing techniques include online advertising such as Facebook advertise and Google advertise, television, electronic billboard, email marketing, mobile marketing, and others. Basically, the website is an online property that is equal to the office of a company in the real world. With a much lower cost, the website ability to reach a wider audience globally. That is, wherever humans are, as long as they have a connection connected to the internet, they can reach your company and the product itself. Well, that's all my explanation about setting and shaping promotion. Next will be continued by my colleagues. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the time. My name is Adinda Cahya Kamila with study number 368. Next. Next. Okay. In this part is socially responsible marketing communications. In shaping its promotion mix, a company must be aware of the many legal and ethical issues surrounding marketing communications. Most marketers work hard to communicate openly and honestly with consumers and resellers. Still, abuses may occur, and public policy makers have developed a substantial body of laws and regulations to govern advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, and direct marketing. Next. Firza kecepatan. sebelum. Yang next lagi sebelahnya. Oh ya benar. Sorry, tak ulangi. Okay, thank you for the time. My name is Adinda Cahya Kamila with student number 368. Will continue presentation for my college. Okay. Socially responsible marketing communication. In shaping its promotion mix, a company must be aware of the many legal and ethical issues surrounding marketing communications. Most marketers work hard to communicate openly and honestly with consumers and resellers. Still, abuses may occur, and public policy makers have developed a substantial body of laws and regulations to govern advertising, sales promotions, personal selling, and direct marketing. First, it's advertising and sales promotion. By law, companies must avoid false or deceptive advertising. Advertisers must not make false claims, such as suggesting that a product cures something when it doesn't. They must avoid ads that have the capacity to deceive, even though no one may actually be deceived. Sellers must avoid bait and switch advertising that attracts buyers under false pretenses. For the example, a large retailer advertised a sewing machine at 5 million. However, when consumers tried to buy the advertised machine, the seller downplayed its features, placed faulty machines on showroom floors, understated the machine's performance, and took other actions in an attempt to switch buyers to a more expensive machine. Such actions are both unethical and illegal. Next. And for the second is personal selling. For a company, salespeople must follow the rules of fair competition. Most countries have enacted deceptive sales acts that spell out what is not allowed. For example, salespeople may not lie to consumers or mislead them about the advantage of buying a particular product. To avoid bait and switch practice, salespeople's statements must match advertising claims. Different rules apply to consumers who are called on at home or who buy at a location that is not the seller's permanent place of business versus those who go to a store in search of a product. Because people who are called on may be taken by surprise and may be especially vulnerable to high pressure selling techniques. Under these rules, customers who agree to sales via email, order the internet, digital TV, or telephone have a week in which to cancel a contract or return merchandise and get their money back. Much personal selling involves business-to-business trade. In selling to businesses, salespeople may not offer briefs to purchasing agents or others who can influence a sale. They may not obtain or use technical or trade secrets of competitors through bribery or industrial espionage. Finally, salespeople must not disparage competitors or competing products by suggesting things that are not true. Next. Okay. Why we must doing good with advertising and marketing? Because it helps you sell your products or services. The bottom line of any business is to make money. Creative explained that without marketing, many businesses wouldn't exist because marketing is ultimately what drives selling. And how doing good with advertising and marketing? First, create a brand website. For the second, you can using social media. Third, make vlogs. Fourth, take advantage of free ads. And for the last, take advantage of cards. Next. Okay. Okay, that's the explanation from our group about engaging consumers and communicating customer value. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.